Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Journey to Become Wealthy. My name is Kelvin Reed, and today is Wednesday. We had a pretty crazy day in the markets today. Things shot up first part of this morning. We knew we had anticipated the Fed speaking today, kind of giving us some news on how things would be going forward and what they did for this month as far as the interest rate hikes. And we heard a lot, right? We heard a lot today. But before we get into it, make sure you like, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell so that you get notified when I make videos. So, all right, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Today, Jerome Powell was speaking, right? And again, first part of this morning, the market shot up. It was looking like it was going to be a beautiful green day, and slowly but steadily, things came right back down, and we ended with a pretty much flat day. So there's a lot of money to be made, right? On the upside, first part of the morning, and if you just wanted to hold your put option while things came down on the second part of the day, you made money that way until it balanced out, right? Hit those levels, and everything kind of went flat. But hey, you always take advantage of those opportunities. Hopefully, you didn't get in when at the top, thinking things gonna continue to run, because you guys know when the Fed speak, things tend to normally come down or again be flat. So, what I heard today, right? Let's talk about that. What did Jerome Powell say today? That's actually increasing recession fears as of right now. If you guys watched Monday's video, I told you they had already pretty much said that, hey, we're very aggressive on this inflation issue. So much so that we're willing to put the U.S., the current economy, into a recession so that we can immediately get through it and come out of it, right? So we can recover. We have a quicker, smoother recovery instead of that stagflation period where we're constantly going in between inflationary and recessionary periods because we're trying to find the perfect balance. So it seems like today he kind of drove that home. He was saying that the Fed was not doing their job, right? He was very upfront and out about it, right? So this makes us think, okay, hey, more aggressiveness could possibly come if things don't slow down. And he let us know that, hey, there is a possibility of recession based on these interest rate hikes. And he also talked about the housing market. He essentially said, not quote unquote, that it's his job to bring down those prices on housing. Housing had hit higher prices than before, and it's his job to make sure that those prices come down. So for those investors who invested at the highs, just like the stock market, they're seeing their houses lose value, or we're seeing the housing market increase because people are constantly trying to sell. They're trying to get out of these investments that are losing profits, that are losing value as they speak, just like stock market, right? You look at the housing market and the stock market, same thing. You buy a house up here, you expect the price of it to continue to go up, and instead it comes down. You want to cut your losses before it's too late. And that's what's happening. So it's constantly pushing the economy down on top of things that we can't get control of, like those energy and gas prices. So essentially, Jerome Powell and the Fed could push us into their recession because they feel like it is that important to get inflation down. I have an article here that says stock futures slip after the major averages dip. Investors mull recession concern, and that's after the Fed speech, right? People are now thinking about it again, right? We already know we hit that bear territory. We're in a bear market. We came down 20%. Okay, hey, that's the market pricing everything in. Well, now when you have recession concerns, maybe we have not priced everything in as we think, right? Maybe there's a lot more room to come down. And again, that puts more fear into the market, more capitulation, more people getting out, more people selling their portfolios and holding cash for the long term. So look at this. Recession odds are 99% warns Peter Bookbar. So recession odds are 99%. We're that close. Stock futures dipped on Wednesday night after the major indexes slipped into the red at the end of a regular trading day. End of the day, things went up. That SPY, everything else was up. Then it slowly came back down. Investors weighed the likelihood of a recession after Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell acknowledged it's a possibility. So before, hey, we want to try and beat the recession. We hoping this don't happen, but we gotta beat inflation. And now all of a sudden, hey, it's a possibility. That as straightforward and honest as he can be. That he put it that way. Futures tied to the S&P 500 slipped 0.51%, so it came down, while the Dow Jones Industrial Average Futures dropped 0.45%, and the Nasdaq 100 futures fell 0.56%. So this is actually including after hours, you guys. Just so you know, in case you come here and review and like, where did they get these numbers from? In regular trading, the Dow retreated 0.15%. The SPY fell 0.13%, and the Nasdaq fell 0.15%. So again, very flat on the day, but they came down a little lower in the after hours. The moves came at the Federal Reserve. Chair Jerome Powell told the Congress central bank is strongly committed to bring down inflation. The odds are more likely in favor of a recession than not, said Dean Greenhouse, Solus Alternative Asset Manager Chief Strategist, said on CNBC's Closing Bell Overtime. So that speaks to the degree of tightening that the Federal Reserve is going to have to do now, having not done so in prior periods when perhaps they would have avoided some of the problems that are going to happen as a result. Unfortunately, it's going to be more economic pain than people at least 6 months ago anticipated. So at the beginning of this year, hey, we saw a bear market. We saw, things coming down, and we were fine with that. We were handling it. Now we see a recession. So again, I told you guys it's the middle of the year. We have another 6 months to go. Now things could potentially get worse. We could hit a recession. We could see things come down another 20 to 50%. Potentially. We're hoping it doesn't. Hopefully this market continues to price things in advance, and this is the lowest. We're in the recession, and we see things recover, because oftentimes, just so you guys know, oftentimes the market will recover before the recession actually ends. So although we're still feeling the pain, hopefully soon we see recovery, but there are no for sure signs as of yet. We have not even officially been announced to be in a recession as of yet. So we know, I believe July is when the next GDP numbers come out, and we should find out then, hey, have we been in a recession for the year 2022? So it's just so much to look out for, right? It's a lot, because we're taking a beating, but hey, we can still make money by trading those options. You guys know that. We're going to continue to invest dollar cost average, and we'll continue to trade options. You guys know my plan is to continue to chart. I'm going to try and have you guys a trade for for Friday. And we're going to actually put this out about a week or two, but I'll explain that to you guys on tomorrow. So we're going to try and get us an option trade for Friday prepared, so that we can kind of make some money before the weekend or going into the weekend. In the meantime, our fear and greed actually is easing up. It's at 22 today. It was a 21 yesterday, and it was 17 the day before that. So what does this say? It says, hey, I think this is going more towards the level of uncertainty, because as soon as things continue to come down, if tomorrow we wake up and tomorrow's a red market due to this speech, then you can for sure believe that things are going to continue to come down even further, and we just got to be ready to brace for it and make money where possible. So hopefully you guys are learning from this, and we can just get the reins on this thing, just make money on the way up or down, because you guys know we got to make that money either way, no matter what. Inflation, recession, it don't stop our bread from coming in. But that's what I got for you guys. We're going to try and get some more charts in here. We're going to try and make some money on tomorrow and Friday where it's possible. And I thank you guys for joining the Journey to Become Wealthy. Hopefully you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you later.